Hello, and welcome back to Last Dream, World Unknown. Last time, we went to an island at the top right of the map, and went deep down inside and collected Merihem's heart, which is the crystallized heart of Merihem, and I'm not sure what it will be used for, but we got some good treasures along the way. And then just to show you where I am on the world map right now, at the top right now is where the island is. It's kind of covered up by some of the text over here. And you can see I've just sailed a short distance down to this continent because there is another town right here. And I needed to heal up my party after last episode's adventure. And so I ran in here to the inn just to heal up. But I haven't explored any of the rest of town, and so we're going to do that together today. This is the town of Gremlar. All right. Helpful Goblin. Be going to gather up Goblin who listen and go to Ugbar together. More Goblin that go, more safe. Okay, so this is the other Goblin tribe, I guess. And here is the inn. And I've already talked and stayed there. And I accidentally talked to this guy. And so I'm going to go ahead and do it again here on camera. I think he gave me some kind of recipe for a whip the first time I talked to him. Me find book about fighting, but then me remember we cannot read. You teach me to fight? Sure. You kind human, teach. I'm curious what this will be. Teach, me want to learn to fight. You begin teaching the goblin how to use different weapons. Let me try. Hours later. Me getting hang of it, thank you. Me teach other goblin. Later that day. Now you goblin try. With all in Gremlar, goblin kill monster in silver mine. Goblin, do it. We go. Wow, I triggered like a whole event over here. And I wonder where this silver mine is. Wow, this is like a whole cutscene. Destroy all monster, cleanse silver mine. Several hours later. Mine clear, good job, Goblin. Back at the inn. Wow. Talk about teaching a man to fish. You teach all Gremlar Goblin to fight. We clear mine shaft of monster. No more danger. That might make something easier on my quest, but I don't know what that thing is yet. Warm-hearted woman. I know the goblins to be a kindly race, and I felt called to aid the gentle goblins of Gremlar. One day I shall view their glorious sacred tree, yet for now my place is here. Okay, so that's probably a hint to go up to the sacred tree on the island, perhaps, that we've already visited last episode. Conservative merchant. I can see you have sense about you, friend. I invite you to join my evacuation from this outlying burg. I refuse to risk my inventory one sundown longer than necessary. Come with me to Estonia, eh? If you protect my voyage there, I shall handsomely reward you. I would like to do that, but not right now. I'm gonna say no, and hope that I have the opportunity to come back later and say yes. And so I'm gonna make a note of that really quick. What do you have to say? An impressed elf. Goblins maintain a strikingly positive outlook in the face of peril. Their fortitude is buoyed by an abiding faith in their ancient sacred tree, which they believe has protective powers. Want a drink? No thanks. Alright, I think that's everyone here to talk to. Is there anything to steal here? Yes, there is. And, alright, large SP orbs. Great. I'm not hurting for skill points so far. Been doing enough grinding and leveling up that I've been getting things the old-fashioned way. Hey, there's a medium SP orb. Just what I'm talking about, not needing them. Let's go get some more. Alright, what else do we have here in the Goblin Village? Alright, we have a shop. We have the chance to sell item remains. And it's probably just a normal item shop. Yep, looks like kind of all the standard stuff. And I am not in the market for any of those things right at the moment. So we'll just continue to explore. Yeah, and I can kind of find most of those things anyway. A fleecer! You look like smart human. Me have one-of-a-kind treasure map. It's sacred treasure map of Ugbar King. But me let you have it for 50,000 gold. Great bargain. You want? I'm gonna say no and see if I can haggle down the price. Because I do want it. No, you're not as smart as me think. Alright, let's try again. Even if it's 50,000 gold, that's a lot of gold, I'll take it. You're very smart, take it. Treasure map number 18, great. I want to collect them all. And money, I can always fight more monsters and get more money, so. Or I can just find it in chests lying around, because that's where money comes from. Welcome to the Grandma Rock Welcome Shop. Adamantium or Emerald. Oh, neat. You can, like, choose the tier of... Goblin, stock up. You only buy 2. So if you needed to buy some more Emerald equipment here... Okay, that's pretty cool. And I presume it'll be the same for armor. Yeah, Adamantium and Emerald. None of that is going to be stuff that I need. But I like the way they've kind of organized the shop. And that may become important for future item shops or whatever. Like, as more and more equipment becomes available to us, it'd be nice if you didn't have to scroll through a list of 100 different items when most of them are items that you'd no longer be interested in. Okay. You have recipe. Yes, I actually did obtain a few new recipes recently. And so I just want to look down the list and see... Ooh! Okay, Mercurial Sword, but we don't have a Ruby Sword yet. We do have a Ruby Dagger, but we don't have Spirit Blood, whatever that is. So Spirit Blood gives 5,000 gold after every battle. Auric Dagger, that sounds pretty awesome. So if I get Spirit Blood, I want that. Don't have Gargantuan Seed. I feel like I might have seen that once before. Ferocious Whip, don't have most of the things for that. Okay, and I think those are all the new recipes that I might have been interested in, so we just don't have all the ingredients we need yet. But it's always good to check up on these things. Lots of things to find. I guess it kind of makes sense that because of the fact that goblins don't care about the personal property or whatever, they're more likely to leave tons of things lying around in the shops that we can take. And so I guess it makes sense from that point of view that we're finding so much stuff. Alrighty. No army beats Sacred Tree. It lived longer than any creature. Alright, so more talk about the Sacred Tree, basically imploring us to go exploring to find it. I expect. Could be that there's also a tree in this village and I just haven't found it yet, and then the tree that we saw on the island is a completely different tree. What do you have to say? Me supposed to do something tonight. Probably important. Me write a note to remember it tomorrow. To remember tomorrow. I also write notes to remember things and use calendar reminders, because I'm not good when it comes to the memory. As you guys probably know, for a variety of reasons. Okay, there's a chest up there. It's easy to see, so I'll see it when I come back out of here. This looks almost like... I guess it's just a house. I was going to say almost like a barracks. Refreshing elixir, great. What do his papers say? Me have strange dream. Me see 4 groups of animals and a specific number of each animal. Me know that number of animals is important. Ooh, 3 cows, 11 sheep, 20 pigs, 14 horses. When combined, it's 03112014. Okay, I will write that down. 03112014. We know where that goes, and this was from, is it Gremlar? Basically this goblin village. So that's going to unlock part of the developer area back in the underground well of Theopolis. Friend in Rockwood die. Me no want to be next. Don't know if Ugbar better than Gremlar. Don't know if Tree will reach better down here or there. Me buy armor before it all gone. Alright, so there's a scared goblin. Let's run around here. Just an ordinary well. It's just an ordinary well. Was that a line from like Final Fantasy 1 or 4 or something? I feel like the more I see that it's like a callback to some older game. But I'm not sure. Perhaps people will tell me in the comments. Alright. And... interesting. This guy seems pretty learned. Oops, let's start with Volume 1 if we can, which is probably here. Yes. The Southern Blight. Some humans and elves pity the goblins because 2/3 of Ugbar is covered by desert badlands and tundra, but the goblins would not trade their proximity to their sacred tree for anything. Eastern Badlands of Ugbar pale in comparison to the mysterious island continent that lies far to the south of Ugbar and houses Firma's largest mountain and volcano, Mount Agni. Elven legends claim that demons inhabit the dreaded volcano, but humans and goblins give no credence to these claims. Mount Agni and surrounding desolation remain the greatest mystery of Firma. Alright. With the populations of the four races growing larger, with the relative peace that's persisted, Mount Agni's island continent has often been pondered as fertile ground for new civilization. It's clear that with Firma's current technology, settling the lands around Mount Agni is out of reach, not only due to agricultural challenges, but simply making landfall. Alright, interesting. Ideas for inventions? Okay, let's talk to this crazy smart guy. Educated Goblin. Me thought sacred tree safe on island away from all trouble, but sickness reach it even there. I wrote a book about great deed you have done. Okay, so he already knows that we've healed up the tree, so that's nice. What you got upstairs, educated dude? He has a treasure chest containing a resurrection elixir. Alright, good for him. And a hyperblix tonic. Good for me. Okay, so Ugbar is this whole continent where we are just kind of near the northern tip in the tundra, and we've already been up to the sacred tree up in the island. And I know there's 2 treasure maps that lead to places on this continent, but it looks like a very big continent, and so I'm not sure that we want to try to explore all of it right now. It might be better to wait until later when we get an airship and it would be easier to visit some of those places. I don't know. Trade-offs. Alright, more people talking about the tree. I apologize, by the way. It's actually raining very hard outside, and I think possibly a tiny bit of the rain sounds are getting picked up by the microphone. And so if you hear that, sorry about that. Can't control the weather, sadly. Let's do all these top ones before the bottom ones. I'm saying it aloud so that I'll actually keep track and make sure that I visit each of these. Alright, more goblins thinking about whether they should move to Ugbar, because apparently they're scared of all the stuff that's been going on and all the news. And they had a tree that up until very recently was dying. Alright, lots of stuff to be found. Including a red chest right over here. Hello. Mega Bubble Tonic. I don't remember what that one does. Slothful Goblin. Me work too hard. If Rockwood guard, maybe Gremlar next, then no one have to work hard. That's a nice outlook. If society crumbles, at least I won't have to go to work in the morning. What fun. Oh, the silver mine, I believe, is down there. I think the cutscene that we saw happened at the bottom right down there. Alright, scared people wondering where to go. Let's try to rob a few more things, if we can. There we go. Small magic potion. Okay, so presumably this place will be safe now. Yep, there's even a sign that declares that it's safe. And since goblins don't care for personal property, my guess is, yeah, that there'll be treasure chests here. Alright. Sure. Let's see what other treasures might lie in here. Okay, this will be like the easiest treasure run ever. And yeah, if we believe the assumption is true that there aren't going to be any monsters down here, then this should be really easy for me to run through and collect all the treasure, and so maybe I'll do a montage of just opening up chests. Liquid explosives. That's interesting. Beware strong wind. Oh, this seems like it's going to be a puzzle room. Let's do a temporary save, because it looks like I'll probably, like, fall into a hole and then have to, like, climb back up here or something. Strong wind. Which way do we think the wind is going to blow? Oh, it's pushing me downwards slowly as I go up here. So I need to make sure that I traverse a path that's never going to be directly above one of these holes. So I probably want to go here. Oops. Alright, I fell into the darkness. Alright, let me find my way back out. And perhaps I will turn off auto dash as I'm trying to do this, so I don't overshoot where I'm trying to go. There we go. Okay, managed to get out of there. Oh gosh, now the wind's blowing over here. Oh man, this might not be worth it. I'm not having a lot of fun with this. Oh, and then it changed. Oh, the wind just keeps shifting directions. This is so cruel. Okay, made it here. I have no idea which way the wind's gonna go, so I'm just gonna make a dash for it. Yep, okay, okay. Ooh, alright, that actually was worth it. A ruby helm is something that I've never seen before, I don't think. Recipe for elemental helm. Alright, darn it. Quit making this worth my while. I'm not enjoying this. Alright, fell into the darkness. Alright, I failed again. There's probably good loot there. I'm sure it's not fun to watch me, and I'm really not having fun in this area. I am glad to have gotten the ruby helm and the recipe, but we'll leave some other things unfound in that particular side dungeon. And we'll go back to a montage of opening chests. Giant SB orb. Nice. Yeah, there are some monsters over here as well. Okay, so perhaps the goblins just reduced the enemy encounter rate by a factor of 10 or something. I've rarely encountered monsters here, but we're still occasionally getting them. Got more liquid explosives and a holy devastation bomb there. Ooh! This looks interesting. Is this like a goblin thief hideout? Something? Just in case something irrevocable is about to happen. What are you doing? Gold not for you. Don't even look at the gold. Fascinating. Sapphire dagger. Neat. How does that compare to the mercenary's dagger? This one has more adamantium hilt. Interesting. This one has more attack power, but also more weight. And I never looked at the ruby dagger, which is just not quite as good as the mercenary's dagger. Okay, but sapphire dagger would at least be more attack power. So, yeah, it seems like ruby is maybe the next tier up after emerald, and then sapphire comes after that. Alright, we'll talk to this guy in just a moment. Alright. Gremlar Thief Hideout. You want to erase wanted level? Oh, okay. So even this town, wanted level very low. And I don't need to worry about it because the guards won't bother me because I'm a thief and no one notices me stealing things. Okay. But apparently I can't take this treasure bag off this table. Okay. Well, there you go. Pretty cool. Let me continue to look around for more treasure chests. Ooh, protector ring. What is a protector ring? Let's find that out. A protector ring increases defense by plus 75. Alright, that's pretty cool. Hey, I got a fire in the hole. Congratulations, achievement unlocked. So the liquid explosives, paralysis ring, that could be valuable. Apparently after I get a few liquid explosives, but I don't know if that's an item that I can use without an engineer in my party. Actually, let's take a look at that really quick. Would it be a good or a special? Let me find wherever it is. Here it is, okay. Explosive design for rock types in southeastern human territories. Okay, so maybe there's a particular place in the world where we'll have to use them? Yeah, I'm unclear exactly when we're going to need that, but I have them. More mining bombs. Here's another chest with phoenix ashes. Do I have phoenix ashes before? Is that a new item? Yes, it's a special item, the smoldering ashes of a legendary phoenix. Okay, fascinating. Okay, and I think perhaps that was everything in the mine. It's possible that I missed a tiny amount of stuff in there. But I still got some good stuff, and so I'm pretty happy. Now that we're back out, let me put in another save state, and I still don't think we explored the whole town, because we never went up in this direction. I see, and this is the Goblin Sacred Tree, and this one is doing just fine. So it's kind of separate from the other tree that we had to go and heal. And surprisingly, I don't see any goblins around here. I thought some of them would be hanging out There'd be at least one person for me to talk to here, but it doesn't appear to be the case. And over here, right, I already got that chest. Okay, I think we might have done everything in the Goblin village of Grimoire. Actually, when we first walked in, there was a place to go up here, but there's also a path this way. Harbor. Oh, they have a separate little harbor area, it seems like, since they're on the ocean. Cool, I'm glad I looked around more. Goblin fishmonger. Fish no bite and no one interested in buying. Sorry, no fish to sell. If things no change, me have to move on. I wonder why the fish aren't biting. You great healer. Sacred tree much better. Ship passage to sacred tree free to you at any time. Sail to the sacred tree? No thanks. Actually, let's say yes. Because since I already have a boat, and I'm pretty sure I would need a boat in order to get here, I don't know why they would have a boat that takes me here after I've already found the tree and healed it. And so this makes me think that there might be more here. And so let's at least go check it out and see if something has changed over here now. So if I come back, it seems like they just say the same thing. Sacred tree look greener. If I go back downstairs... Alright, this is the same stuff, and if I go back down, it's still dark with scary noises down here, so I don't quite get that. Like, why would he give me a boat ride over here if I've already been over here? Is there something else to see on this continent? Let's look at a zoomed in, all the way view. I don't think I see anything on the map. Yeah, I don't know. That just, from a game development point of view, seems like a curious thing to give you free ship passage over here. Maybe I'm going to lose my ship at some point in the future. And so if I were stranded on the continent of Ugbar, maybe without a ship, then maybe that is a reason that I would have to take his ship in order to get over there. Okay. I just came up with a new hypothesis, which is at some point we will be trapped on this continent and not have a ship. Alright, so I don't know that I'll remember, 20 episodes from now if that actually plays out, but I'll definitely be curious. It looks like there's a fishing dock right down there, and I'll have to walk a little ways to get there, but it's not too far, and I also want to fight some monsters on this continent just to see what it's like. There's also a sign at this crossroads. I see, beware the frozen tundra monsters, of which I encountered 0. Ooh! Okay, these are big and scary looking, and I've not seen these before. Let's start with battle macro number 2, which includes Fire 8 from the Black Mage. Okay, I can definitely still hit them for plenty of hit points. And yeah, they seem like monsters who are relatively equal to the other monsters that I've encountered thus far. So far, nothing too scary. Getting close to another level up, that's great. And I think I have to walk around the top over here to get to that fishing dock. So maybe I'll encounter some of the frozen tundra monsters up in this portion before I get there. Or maybe it will be as peaceful as ever. Fish, fish, fish. Nothing better. Me fish all day, every day. You buy bait? Sure. I'm going to buy one. Ooh. Ice water bait. Okay. So apparently, I'll buy 2. And I just want to show off the fishing since I did some off camera. I'm going to use my old fishing spear. And so basically it's like a mini game. And depending upon how good you aim, I think you get like better tiers of fish. So I can do it again. Hey, perfect. Great. Perfect throw, but the fish wriggled off the spear. Ah, and now I've run out of bait. Alright, so that just gives you a sense of what the fishing is like. And of course, there's going to be chests with a rejuvenating elixir. Because we are rewarded for exploration. Alright, well, that was cool. Ooh, frozen tundra monsters? Okay, it's these same guys again. I'm actually, just in case we get ourselves into trouble, I'm going to use Wrath of God in addition to Fire 8. So if the Black Mage gets silenced, we still have a way to try to hit all of the enemies, because this is a relatively big group of enemies. Alright, but Black Mage pulled it off, and then the White Mage to finish off these last two enemies. And one person got silenced, but that's not a big deal. Okay, more experience for me. Party members about to level up. I can see the location of a couple of buried treasures. One of them really is not too far to the south. The other one looks like... it might not be too far. I'm going to go to the one that's at the bottom of the screen. Buried treasure number 11, it appears. And go see if I can hunt that one down. Here's some new monsters. Clay Slime and Emerald Demon. There's only 2 of them, and so far the monsters haven't been too scary around here. And so I'll try basic melee attacks. Monk is definitely good at killing guys. I'm happy I threw Osmosis into the mix of this battle macro, because it's definitely paying off. Alright, but yeah, these guys are definitely pretty straightforward to fight. So I think the place I need to dig is here. Neat. 5 holy water flasks, 5 ruse powder. Holy water, I think, is the thing that cures zombification as just a... item or whatever. Ooh, here's a bigger group of monsters. Let's try battle macro number 2, which includes Fire 8. And I'm going to check the map again and try to get a sense of how close I am to any of the other buried treasures that I currently still have a map for. And if we're still close, I'll continue to explore a little bit on this continent in order to try to find those. But this guy goes down pretty easily. Took a little bit of damage in the battle, but I'm not too worried. Alright, and everybody's ready to level up, and so I'm going to take a moment to level people up. I don't think we can necessarily get to any of the other buried treasures easily. However, there is this city right down here that looks like it's not very far away, and so I'm actually going to head over in that direction. And now it's raining in-game, just like it's raining in real life. Okay, what is this crazy place? It is... I guess if I walk out and take a look on the world map, it'll tell me the name of the place. Hangar? Is that what it says? I don't immediately remember that name. What kind of place is this? More goblins? 5,000. That's kind of expensive, and I really don't need to stay right now. Here's another piano. Oh, it's an organ. Alright. Fair enough. Want a drink? No thanks. Who are you? Tactical elf. Carnage that befell Rockwood is unprecedented, and I fear my fellow elves fail to recognize the grave threat posed to every race. Elves lack the swift adaptability of human and goblin allies. Interesting. Alright. So you think the elves are a little bit too much thinky-thinky and not enough adapt and take action. Alright. Let's see what kind of things we can steal from here in this town. And here's an astonished naturalist. The goblin's devotion to nature extends far beyond the sacred goblin tree. They respect all wild flora and fauna. A minimal amount of trees were removed in the construction of Hobgar. Hobgar is the name of it. And those trees were transplanted rather than cut down. Okay, they're environmentalists. I see. Goblins see all life as sacred and are unwilling to kill even the most foul beasts. Interesting, but then those other goblins managed to defeat things in the silver mine, so that's kind of weird. That was Creation Myths Part 2. I imagine Creation Myths Part 1 will be right here. I see. So basically, goblin creation myths in terms of the world was created with the Great Tree, and then the first goblins. Network of the Tree of Life. Okay, but it just kind of like shows off the fact that the trees of life are important to the goblins as well. Me make sure neighbor know what happened in Hobgar. Make sure Hobgar knew what happened to Sacred Tree. Goblin Bard. Attend meeting at the right time. Make sure safe from enemy. Alright. So perhaps he's telling stories of what we've done for one of the sacred trees. What is this? Undercity. Interesting. Wellwater go bad. Other goblin worried that sacred tree sickness come to Ugbar. Oh, do they have a problem here too? Ooh, are the sacred trees withering throughout the world? I might need to like go back and like visit them in Rockwood and other places. Okay. Perhaps what we encountered last episode is not relegated to that one location in the world, but it's happening everywhere. Just have emerald tier stuff here, so I don't know that I'm interested in looking at any of this stuff. Similarly here. What do you have to say? Alright, trying to work for peace. A refreshing elixir has been found, as well as a huge magic potion. Music here. It's a little out there. But definitely distinctive. I'm not going to go down there just yet. The water appears contaminated. Drink anyway? No thank you. But I will go down there later. Okay, this tree still seems like it's doing okay. But obviously the contaminated water makes us worry. Empathetic goblin. I see. Alright, was picked on, and then picked on others, and then realized it was a cycle, and broke the cycle. Alright. It's all a complex tapestry. Okay, that's volume 5, so is volume 1 going to be here? No, this is something different. My travels with Abel Rockwood, the 18th. Okay. Elven dresses and suits adorning omnipresent population of cultured intellectuals. Would have mistaken them for royalty. Alright. Can I read what's on the wall here? No. Volume 7. Okay, so I guess it starts in some other place, so let's just go ahead and start reading them from the middle. Alright, I'm not getting a whole lot out of this. Demographer. Long time ago, Goblin many thrived. We more civilized since elf and human arrived. Before we scattered and always fighting. Now, Goblin together with Goblin. Soon together with elf and human. Maybe even dwarf. All fight as one peaceful army. Nobody lose their home like Rockwood ever again. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah, he's got maps. He's got kind of census statistics. Alright. So yeah, there's kind of all the trappings of society going on in this game. Alright, as well as lots of loot to be found everywhere. Hooray. Okay, so let's see. This was this house up here. I kind of lost track where I went. I haven't been down here yet. A leveled forest can repopulate among ashes, but not the goblin's sacred tree. Alright, so people definitely worried about the tree. There's another entrance to the Undercity. Okay. I saw a chest back there. Items. Looks like all the usual stuff. Recipes. I don't think I've gotten any recipes since the last time I was in a recipe shop. So let me go try to find the chest that's outside, which I think is accessible from up here. Yeah. Oops. There we go. Full magic potion. Great. And I'm pretty sure there's still one branch of town to the far north that I've missed. Is this circling back around to where we were? Need more goblins here to defend. And is this the first building I went in? Yes, that's the inn and pub. So I believe I missed something up on this branch up here. Yeah, I don't think I've been up here, and there's a chest above this house. So many chests in this world. I like finding all the treasure. It's a tough road to follow. I almost feel like there's too much treasure, but if there isn't very much, then you spend a lot of time for very little profit, and it doesn't feel worth it. And I don't know how you kind of deal with the tension between those two. Have to be fair, when goblins scared of being attacked, nothing get done when everyone argued. Not know if safe that now that Rockwood gone. Alright, fair enough. Elf and human help improve Ugbar. Elf tell Goblin how to get water from river to grow crop close to home. We no longer have to walk long to drink. Human tell how to build the road, create easy trade. Goblin thankful and look forward to new, younger race that Goblin can help. Alright. Pay it forward. Massive SP orb. And what do we have over here? Will this bring us to... Oh, wow. There's like a goblin castle? Or is this someone else's castle? And I still haven't visited the Undercity. This turned out... I guess it did look like a pretty big place on the map. But it turned out to be a bigger place kind of inside than I was expecting. Better to be Castle Goblin or Mud Goblin? Me admire Simple Goblin, but seek like with Book Goblin. One day me go back to help Tribal Goblin and what me learn in book. Alright. Interesting. Alright, so even among the goblins, there's a lot going on, and different lifestyles, and some of them have become enlightened, and... Oh my goodness. Volume 122? Wow, you might have just been able to hear thunder there. It's thundering outside. Yeah, I'm not going to read 119 more of these. Alright, so let's just talk to the people in this area. Alright, somebody's straightening up. We'll start on the ground floor before we move up. Ooh, Mercenaries Guild Scout. Strange time for Guild. For many years, the Guild reside in Rockwood. Now a destroyed Ignatius need to find new home. I hope for Ugbar, but most Guild member be human. Yeah, we know where they set up camp now. But I suppose once you had the boat, you could have come here before you found the Mercenary Guild up near Theopolis. And so, ooh, War Axe. That's just a suggestion that it's going to be on the human continent of Orphos if you're looking for the Mercenaries Guild. So kind of breadcrumbs. Alright, more about talking between the races and how the goblins here have become so enlightened. Oh, there actually was more on the first floor there, so I'll have to go back to that. Boring guard duty. What does this say? Elven Emissary. And then, of course, you couldn't just say that because you're an elf, and so you have to say a bunch of other things as well. Okay, Soldier's Journal. I'm not going to read all of it. Alright, fair enough. And over here, Dwarven Diplomat. Ready and resolute when needed, and is not here right now. Okay, who is this? Visiting Historian? No organization. It's a tough job. Ooh, a map. Treasure map number 17, great. Okay, when we get back out on the world map, I'll take a look at that. Human ambassador? His family is back at home in Theopolis, and so he worries about them. Makes sense. Goblin guards don't understand why we have guards in this place, but the humans and the elves say it's important. And what else we got going on here? We have a negotiator. Okay. So yeah. Got a whole big society going on here, and we have all kinds of ministers and different things. This brings me to the roof. I like the little thing that's kind of right below me. Wow, more thunder. Hopefully the power does not go out while I'm trying to record, and actually let me get a save slot here to make sure I have some frequent saves throughout this area in case the power does choose to go out. Okay, so how do I get in here? Right in here. Okay, great. Let's talk to some of the librarians. So much knowledge. More soldiers' journals. Astute researcher. They have amassed an impressive stockpile of texts. Oh, man. Alright. I think... Well, it looked like there was more upstairs-ness just from like when I was on the outside top of the castle? Yeah, over here. Okay, here's a place I didn't go. All right, got some gold. We like gold. We got 144,000 gold. Okay, that was definitely worth coming for. That is a big deal rather than a small deal. And there still is a chest up in the top center. So I need to figure out how to get over there. There must be one more staircase that I've missed somewhere. Oh, it's right here up in the middle. Aha. Oh, cool. What is this place? Royal Advisor. So I guess we have a Goblin King here. Oh, he's the acting governor. King Joxa may name holiday in your honor. He wants you to have this gift. Oh, for saving the withering tree, we're going to get something. Sapphire cloak. Nice. Sapphire helm. Sapphire hat. Sapphire shield. Okay, those are probably upgrades. This was a place worth coming to now. That is great. Let's actually take a look at this equipment. So, Sapphire shield. It would be a straight upgrade in terms of points. However, the Mercenary Shield protected against critical strikes. I think I'll take the upgrade in the crit and the defense in preference to that. So let's do that. What else did we get? We got a helm, I think. And so that, once again, would be a straight upgrade in defense and magic defense at the cost of zombification and instant death immunity. Once again, those happen very rarely, and so I think I still prefer to be wearing the better helmet. Let's see, what other sapphire things do we have? There was a cloak, I think. And so actually, you were still just wearing a saint's cloak. A sapphire cloak is a big upgrade in defense and magic defense, and my black mage does sometimes take the most hit point damage in the party, so it seems good for him to go ahead and wear that. And finally, I'm pretty sure there was one more sapphire thing. Was it the hat? I think it was the hat. And so he's currently wearing an alchemical hat. This would reduce his intelligence but increase his defense. And then the white mage has the mercenary hat. Yeah, this would also reduce intelligence but increase defense. I don't know that I want to reduce intelligence just to increase defense. And so I think I'll just hold on to the hat. But we might have some things that we could use in some more recipes now. So I'll have to go talk to a synthesis thing at some point. Alright, so we have some more guards. And this is hopefully going to get me to the top 4. No, this is like the royal bedroom. I'm not going to read all of this. Oh, piano. Great. Let's play a song. Alright, but I'm insufficiently interested in hearing all of the piano pieces. Oops. I said no instead of yes. It's asking me to stop. I mostly just want to get the achievement once I've played all the pianos in the world. Alright. Wishes there were other children to play with. The trials of being royal. The isolation. Grimly very popular, and many goblin want to be governor wife. Me thought Grimly not interested in me, so pay no attention to him. Grimly then ignore other goblin to get attention from me. Oh boy. Alright. So, quite the interesting courtship. We made it up on top. Giant SP orb. Very nice. Okay. And this probably circles back around to the other side of the royal court? Yeah. Okay, so at this point, I think I've explored everything here in the Goblin Town. I've completely lost track of how long this episode has been, so I should probably go check on that next. Oh, right, we still haven't explored the Undercity. And I was coming here because we did just get some new items, and I wanted to see if any of the recipes... Winged shield. Shield that increases preemption. I guess maybe I already had that one. Wanted to see if there were any recipes that seemed like they were going to leverage the sapphire stuff that we just got, but it doesn't appear to be the case. Alright, so I wanted to check that out. I'd forgotten about the Undercity. This might be going long, but let's check out the Undercity. Oh! And this music... This is the music that Zisto used at the beginning of his original Terraria series. And so it must be some like public domain music. I actually have gotten some like inability to monetize certain videos because some of the music that's in the public domain or attributed to certain artists has been claimed on some of my videos. Ooh, net fishing goblin. I don't remember the name of this piece, but I think it's this music probably belongs to what's his name? Guy who does a bunch of free music you hear in a lot of YouTube videos, and I've given him donations because I've used some of it in some of mine. In any case, this stone cavern under Ugbar is the only home to rare goblin whole pupfish. Geothermal pool, pupfish are critically endangered. Me not know what that means, but finally catch one. Do you want it? Yeah, sure. Goblin whole pupfish. Me try to catch another. Tell me about the pupfish. Is it just a fish that I could eat and it will like heal up the party kind of thing? No. Is it a special item? Yes, goblin whole pupfish, critically endangered fish, found only in a single pool in the Ugbar Undercity. Okay. I wonder if it's just a collect. Oh, sapphire sword. Hello. I wonder if that's just a collectible and there's like an achievement for finding all of those things, or what happens here. It has way more attack power than the mercenary's dagger, but it also has more weight, and so my thief might end up missing with it. But I'm going to try using it and see how often my thief can hit, because that would upgrade him to like all kind of sapphire stuff, which sounds pretty amazing. The mercenary's knife did cause confusion on enemies, and so it's pretty cool when you can inflict status effects with attacks. But nevertheless, straight up attack power is hard to pass up. And so I definitely want to try that out in battle some. Alright, and someone lives down here, but apparently they're not around right at the moment. So, guess I'll be taking their stuff. And Runestones, Volume 1 by Copperfield. Although their presence cannot be confirmed, the great mages of Firma have theorized the existence of magic-enhancing runestones for centuries. Magic-enhancing runestones. Oh, here's the guy. I didn't see him. Me walk here from Grimoire. Want to cross clean river, but it too cold most of the way. Me get across later, then me thirsty from desert. I wish the river ran the whole way. Human not far from here, but he no talk good, and they throw away. They go away quick, scared. Interesting. A human not far from here. And a river, and people were worried about contaminated water. Are we getting little breadcrumbs of another piece of the story here? Or maybe I'm misreading the situation of what I just learned from that little chance encounter with an Undercity goblin. Alright, but it seems like there's a fair amount to explore here. Urbane Goblin. Alright. Talking about living in different places. I hope he comes back too. Gloomy. Seasonal affective disorder. From living underground. Indeed, if you don't get enough sunlight, you can have some problems. Vitamin D supplements sometimes help. Time heal everything. Alright. It's kind of open down here, and I'm kind of worried that I'm going to miss something along the way. Okay, that must be the other Undercity ladder down that we originally found. Try to stay oriented down here as I explore everything. Runestones Volume 2. No one knows for sure who created the runestones. Popular belief is ancient elven druids predating the founding of Huldra are responsible. Okay, so the runestones sound like some kind of very mystical and rare thing. Flummoxed Goblin. Human no like how goblins share. They keep stuff locked away where no one can see. Speaking of things no one can see, do you see the chest right here? I do. Refreshing elixir, hooray! I wonder how many of those I have failed to see and that people have yelled at me in the comments. But at this point, I've started recording pretty far ahead. And so it'll be a while before I'd be able to react to any important things I may have missed in the past. So apologies if you've commented on videos and I haven't been able to react to your comments in game. Alright. More stuff between the races. And what is this object? It's like some kind of desk. Is there something on here to read? I guess not. Okay, I have not looked at the map. Okay, it's just the usual map of the world. So at this point we've covered, I don't know, a third of the continent of Ugbar almost, I think. And it looks like we're getting almost done with the Undercity. So we'll go ahead and finish it. And then that'll be where I finish this episode. What do we have in this chest? Small AP orb, very nice. Alright, goblins used to fight each other. Oh, there's a third... This one takes me up here. Have I been here? Where is... I don't remember being here off the top of my head. Is this the house that I've been to? Schoolmaster. Okay. Interesting. Chronology. Alright. Not sure exactly what's happening there. Sacred trees need help. And here's some more chests. Every time I think I'm done exploring, there's just a little bit more. That's part of what keeps these games interesting, like you're always drawn in. By still. I wonder if that's like real text. I wasn't able to make heads or tails of like the little fragments as I was reading them quickly. But I wonder if it's part of the lore of the real world as opposed to just this world, because occasionally those are intermixed. Here's a chest. Thought there'd be something hidden up here. Okay, and how did I never... Oops. How did I never discover... Oops. This area. Was there a way to walk here? Oh, broken bridge. You know, I saw the broken bridge and didn't really think much of it. Okay, and so the only way that you can get there is through the Undercity. Got it. Okay, at this point, I think possibly I have actually explored everything. And I think the other ladder, the only ladder that I haven't gone up or down, is this one, and I know where it's going to take me. Yes, back at the beginning of town. Okay. So, there we go. Feeling good about having explored all that. Thunderstorm did not knock the power out, so that's a good thing too. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon for more Last Dream World Unknown. Bye-bye.